Can you talk about some of the technologies that you use? Because I imagine there's a lot of automations that are going on. There's a lot of controls. You might be doing some biometrics, stuff like that to make sure that you can ensure yield, stuff like that.
Yep. Yeah. So, and I forgot to answer the last part of your question, but so these are usually placed very front of house at our customer location. So we'll sell these to corporate dining facilities, university dining halls. They'll be in the dining room of a senior living home, lobby of a Hilton hotel,
Yeah,
usually
because they're cool.
very,
They're aesthetically
very front
interesting.
facing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We use special LEDs that have a very high, color rendering index. The colors really pop. The glass is very nice and tinted. MacBook sort of anodized aluminum finish on the frame. So very much meant to be front of house to actually capture the attention and engage the people who are walking by and have them kind of appreciate the quality of the produce that they're eating and the freshness and where their food comes from.
And the
So
unit is eye grabbing, like just
yeah,
by
thank you.
itself.
So because we're selling into these operations, we've got people operating the farms. It might be a chef or a groundskeeper. There's sort of a wide array of people who are running the farms, and they're all generally very busy. They're not that interested in adding a lot of work and understanding how to measure nutrients out and adjust the pH, buy cleaning supplies on the way into work at Lowe's. So we've really designed everything to be very turnkey. And so that's really informed how we have developed the technology and what we've the sort of requirements we've set out for the technology to do. So at least on the software side, it kind of breaks down into a few applications. There is the firmware that runs on the farm, and that's controlling sort of local automation feedback loops. So the farm will it's internet connected, so it will actually go and download not only the latest firmware build if there is one, but configurations like a what we call a plant recipe. So depending on what recipe is, that controls your
So
nutrient
there's a
level.
controller, Graham, that will pull
Yep.
fluids and whatever's needed to make the cocktail to actually distribute to the plants.
Yep. Yep. Essentially,
So they
yes.
don't have to think about it at all.
Yeah. So it's got a bunch of sensors like nutrient concentration, which is called an electrical conductivity sensor, pH, water temperature, air temperature, humidity, water level, flow rate of the water coming into the unit through the water line. So it's pulling in all of that data and according to the plant recipe, controlling different outputs to meet that recipe. So if we say this crop needs 16 hours of light, 8 hours of darkness, the controller has downloaded that recipe, determined 16 hours, and then it will control the lights to match that recipe.